Today we are taking a look at Elaina from Wandering Witch, the Journey of Elaina. This is the figure in the Trio-Try-iT line by FuRyu. The source material depicts the life of a traveling witch who documents her unique encounters across diverse lands. As the central character, she represents a spirit of exploration and observing the world through a personal lens. The narrative highlights her growth through quiet observation and the records she keeps in her travel diary. Today's highlights for this figure are the complex hair construction, the multi-layered edge details, and the structural skirt drapes. The hair construction utilizes a tiered arrangement of segments that transition from the crown to the long back locks, including a dynamic braided section that adds significant visual density to the silhouette. Each individual segment is finished with a sharp tip that suggests an ongoing arc of motion, ensuring that the hair sculpt remains engaging from every angle of observation without merging into a single solid mass. The outer coat is defined by a deep gray base contrasted by thick blue edges and a fine gold line that emphasizes the overall silhouette and layering of the garment. These decorative borders provide a sharp physical edge that catches the light and frames the character's forward-leaning posture effectively. The skirt is shaped with deep structural folds and drapes that anchor the vibrant red color composition while adding significant physical depth and a sense of gravitational weight. These folds are sculpted to react to the forward-leaning pose, creating a rhythmic flow that completes the story of a momentary pause during a journey. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The face features a sophisticated and youthful jawline that provides a smooth transition from the cheeks to the chin. This area is shaped with a gentle roundness that maintains the character's signature appearance while transitioning into a sharp, refined point at the chin. The jawline is carved to suggest a slender and elegant facial structure that captures the essence of the character design accurately. Both eyes are printed with a deep blue iris pattern that uses multiple layers of color to create a sense of internal depth and complexity. Upper lash lines are defined with a thick, dark application that provides a stable and focused point for the gaze, ensuring the visual attention remains on the character's expression. A slight upward curve at the corners of the mouth creates a calm and approachable expression, avoiding a standard smile in favor of a subtle nuance that suggests a thoughtful observation. The hairstyle is a complex arrangement of white segments that overlap to form a dense and layered structure that avoids a heavy appearance. On the crown, a small tuft of hair stands upright as a distinct point of visual interest, adding a touch of height and character to the top silhouette. Long side segments follow the natural curve of the cheeks and rest near the chest area, framing the face with sharp, defined edges that emphasize the facial sculpt. These side locks are finished with tapered points that suggest a crisp and carefully maintained shape, contributing to the overall premium feel of the design. One side of the head features a thick braid made of continuous rounded segments that overlap in a rhythmic pattern, creating a high-density area of visual information. This braided section is accented by a small ribbon tied partway down its length, which is shaped with two distinct lobes having their own physical thickness and volume. Back hair flows outward in large flat sections that overlap one another, creating a tiered effect that spreads across the shoulders naturally. The transition between the crown and the flowing back sections is handled with clear structural divisions that allow for interesting light behavior in the recessed areas. The upper body is posed with a forward-leaning angle that shifts the body's center of gravity toward the front, creating a sense of anticipation and active movement. One arm is positioned toward the back while the other is held in a similar supportive role behind the torso, indicating a casual yet balanced posture during a momentary pause. The inner clothing consists of a white shirt with visible seam lines that run vertically along the torso, providing a sense of tailoring and specific construction. The shirt surface has a matte finish that contrasts with the more decorative elements of the outfit, providing a neutral backdrop for the accessories. A dark neck ribbon is tied in a prominent knot at the center, resting just below the collar area. The ends of the ribbon hang downward and follow the curve of the torso toward the waistline, adding a sense of verticality to the center of the figure. Over this inner layer, a large outer coat is worn, hanging from the shoulders and spreading wide to create a voluminous and impressive silhouette. Thick blue edges run along the entire perimeter of the coat, creating a bold and recognizable frame for the garment that defines its borders clearly. Teal and red circular ornaments are placed near the sleeve areas to provide micro details that increase the overall information density. These ornaments feature a central circular motif with small protrusions and a hanging teardrop fragment that suggests a jewelry-like weight and material quality. The teardrop fragment hangs vertically toward the floor, indicating the clear influence of gravity on the decorative parts of the outfit and anchoring the figure in a physical space. The sleeves open wide at the ends, creating a large circular void that effectively frames the hands and highlights the gesture. The outer coat spreads significantly at the lower edge, mimicking the outward movement of a walking step and providing a sense of dynamic motion through its broad fabric planes. The collar area is finished with a dark band that provides a sharp contrast against both the pale complexion and the white hair, creating a focused center for the upper half of the figure. The lower body is defined by a vibrant red skirt that fans out in a wide circular shape, serving as the primary color anchor and visual center for the entire figure. This garment features deep structural drapes that run vertically from the waist to the lower hem, creating a rhythmic pattern of ridges and valleys. One side of the skirt shows a large forward-facing fold that emphasizes the direction of the forward step, while the other side transitions into a smoother curve to balance the composition. The waist is encircled by a thick band of the same red color, which provides a clean and structural transition from the upper body to the skirt. A large knot is tied at the front of this band, with two short strips of material hanging down to emphasize the cinched and tailored structure of the outfit. This waist detail provides a clear physical point of division between the upper and lower halves of the figure, focusing the viewer's eye on the center of the dynamic pose. The legs are positioned in a rhythmic walking motion, with one leg placed forward and the other leg trailing behind to suggest a pause during a step or a transition between movements. The legs have smooth, matte surfaces with subtle muscle definitions that suggest a lean and athletic build underneath the clothing. Footwear consists of dark short boots with a distinct upturned tip that suggests a character-specific design suited for travel. This curved toe provides a sense of lightness and suggests the boots are ready for the next active step in a journey. The upper edge of each boot features a pale blue band with a gold trim along the very top, adding a decorative flourish that connects the footwear to the upper body's color palette. The soles of the boots also feature a blue accent color near the front, showing a commitment to detail even on the less visible parts of the foot. This figure is approximately 20 centimeters tall. That's about 7.9 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Elaina combines a nomadic theme with a sophisticated character trait through its cohesive design and execution. This forward-leaning posture avoids a static profile and instead suggests a sense of engaging communication and personal curiosity. The facial area is a significant strength of the figure, utilizing a smooth jawline and complex eye prints to establish a calm and intelligent presence that draws the viewer in. Each iris is rendered with multiple layers and sharp highlights that avoid a flat appearance. The hairstyle adds to this visual density by using many individual segments that overlap across the back and shoulders in a tiered arrangement, creating a sense of volume and flow. The inclusion of a thick braid on one side and a decorative tuft on the crown provides variety in the hair sculpt and increases the detail density in a way that remains faithful to the character design. The body construction is equally detailed, with a clear focus on the physical layering and tailoring of the traveling outfit. The outer coat, with its multicolored trim and gold lines, provides a robust and visually interesting frame for the figure's silhouette, creating a strong presence from a distance. Below the waist, the vibrant red skirt serves as a powerful color anchor that draws the eye and balances the darker tones of the coat and boots. Its deep structural drapes show a clear understanding of fabric gravity and how it reacts to the movement of the lower body during a step. Each part of the outfit, from the heavy loops of the neck ribbon to the decorated borders of the boots, works together to create a unified and professional image of the character. The use of gold and blue accents across different areas ensures a balanced distribution of color that keeps the viewer's eye moving across the entire sculpt. This approach creates a sense of harmony between the large, flowing shapes of the clothing and the fine, intricate details of the accessories. Because of this cohesive design and execution, fans of Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elaina, or the character herself will find this to be a meaningful addition to their collection. Collectors who appreciate a dynamic movement style and a focused color palette will find the design effectively implemented through all three dimensions of the sculpt. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.